Hello to the North. Thank you for inviting me to your hustings. I'm Sarra and I'm standing for Internal Communications Coordinator and a job share with Ivan. I'm a professional communicator with 25 years experience, the last 5 years in particular focusing on green tech and sustainability issues, with particular expertise in building strong, active and engaged communities. And I'm standing because I think the time is now. There's never been more public interest in green issues. We can really capitalise on this to win, in particular, I think, local elections. But unfortunately, as a membership, we are disengaged. We're 50,000 strong, but typically only about 1% and 3% of us are actively participating, voting and coming to conference. So I think there's clearly a big opportunity to do more to build up our participation. I think to win, we need to pull together and we need to build our team. And that's where I come in. I've got a lot of experience of building a very highly active, engaged membership bases. And from the outside looking in, it's very clear that our investment in Action Network has not been fully optimized. And I think there's a lot of advice I could bring to help you there. Really, with the data, it's all about putting in quality data at the front, and that's when you get the value out. I think I've heard a lot of people complaining about effectively being spammed by us. They're getting communications that are relevant to the extent they're probably just deleting and not opening the emails. That can certainly be turned around. Then the other thing I would really love to tackle is digital inclusion. At the recent conference, I saw a lot of comments from disabled members that they were struggling to access. I certainly myself found it very difficult to get everything done within time to vote and so on. So I think that's another thing that we could improve. Also looking at the website, that experience is pretty clunky. And I think there's a lot we could do to make that an easier and safer platform to participate in. And for me, I really strongly believe that communications will be key to achieving election success. And I'd really love to serve to help us achieve that as a Green Party. And now I'd like to hand over to introduce Ivan to talk more about his experience and how we work well together as a team.
Hiya, everybody. Nice to greet you. Thank you so much for your invite. I was excited to get it. I really like the idea of meeting new green people. I have 40 years experience in using the tools of communication, starting out in my community, offering video support to local community groups, then into another community located in an extremely polluted and disadvantaged community on the edge of a city. Spent the next 13 or 14 years doing video support to the world's indigenous peoples at annual United Nations Working Group on Indigenous Population Sessions held at the UN in Geneva. For the past 5 or 6 years, I've been the most active admin for the Support the Green Party for a Better Future group with 10,000 plus members. I care enough about people and the need for us to work together to change that I'll try to work with anybody. If I had somebody like Sarra to work with, I just feel we could achieve so much together. She does know stuff that I don't. I know stuff that she doesn't know. I think it'll be a really, really good team. I was planning to do stuff this year. I bought a motorbike 2 years ago, just before COVID, so that I could go all around the country, talking to people with a camera, recording everything that everybody had to say important about what's going on this planet and in the country and what needs to change, especially in the Green Party. And then just when I thought I could do it this year, this GPEX opportunity came up and made me realise that I could combine the two different potentials, me on my own with a video camera on my motorbike, or working within GPEX and hopefully doing more and better, because I'd have more and better people to work with. And the need within the GPW is just like astronomically dire. It really does need some changes and some new ways of working, I guess. That's what I think is needed. I just love to be part of the process that will enable the Green Party to become the greatest political force in the land. If there's 50,000 people out there and only a fraction of them go to conference, only a fraction of them take part in internal elections, that's a huge resource, a massive potential, which we don't know how big it is or how good it is or what those people have got in the way of skills or experience. There's so much that we need, and they probably got it. The membership out there is desperately needed, but they don't know it. There's not enough communication again, is it? So maybe in GPEX, there's a way of reaching out to those people and making them realise that they are needed and they've got skills and talents and experience that the Green Party and the country and the planet would benefit from enormously. They're undervalued. That's got to change. We need you and you need us.